the agenda of the importance of forgotten foods, which is more positively, when you would say, opportunistic crops or smart crops, is not only an African agenda, it is an international agenda. At the global level, every continent in the coming decade is going to face a major issue with food production. We cannot continue living and thriving on the main crops, which, as you all know, as maize, rice. Those crops are far too limited. Wheat, for example, is a major cereal which is being imported in Africa, while this dependency on imports is unsustainable. There is definitely, I think, an international movement, and especially the slow food movement among the young people, to rediscover so-called forgotten foods. Now, what is the market potential? With Foodbridge, the Global Forum did a market study in London and in Paris. We were quite surprised to see how many so-called forgotten foods could be found in Paris and in London, which sometimes you would even not find in Lagos. We have a large migrant population from African origin. In the UK, we are talking about 2,200,000. And of course, there is a craving for traditional foods out of nostalgia. We also see an elderly population now, which is definitely wanting to eat what they used to eat in their childhood. And in terms of economics, we expect that there will be an annual growth of 7% of demand of African food, including traditional food, so-called forgotten crops. The interest and the number of African restaurants in every European major capital is increasing a lot. Only in London you have already, I think, something like 20 Ethiopian restaurants. I'm seeing more and more Nigerian restaurant, Ghanaian restaurant, Congolese restaurant, etc. Because we were always wondering how comes in the European supermarkets you do find a lot of Asian products, but not from Africa. For many of the European consumer would probably for the first time discover ingredients from Africa because either they didn't know about it or they had a prejudice about what could Africa offer. And I have been going to a number of stalls here, tasting all types of food, and I can guarantee delicious. And it's a discovery. So this agenda of rediscovering local crops, local spinaches, local beans, local lentils, which we know are very, very nutritious, is a top priority.